Alright, yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and recently I made the best Ditto catching strategy guide using Assist Smeargle, and I was so blown away by the strategy that I absolutely have to do a loop for 1 hour, and I'm really excited to see how much profit we can earn. Now, make sure you do have dust balls for this. I'm stocked up, have around 250 or so, and if you haven't checked out the guide in general, go check it out. It will be linked in the description down below. But you need a Spore and Dig Parasect, and then a Smeargle with False Swipe, Assist, and the other moves are kind of optional, but definitely Payday or some sort of KO move to clear just in case you get a shiny Pokemon in a horde. But I'm going to head over to the Ditto location here in Flower Town. We're going to head over to the underpass and get to catching. You guys can obviously see that Dittos are an extremely popular spot, as it's pretty much the best Pokemon to catch for profit, at least generally. You guys can see my encounter counter in the top right hand corner of the screen, sitting at around 12,400 at the beginning of this. I'll also be doing a little bit of paydaying here and there, so we'll try to calculate our Pokeyen gain from that as well. It shouldn't be too much though, maybe 5 to 10k. Alright, before we get started, I'll go ahead and show you guys one catch to show you guys what the method looks like. Once again, that guide will be linked down in the description, but here's a quick little preview. Alright, we did go ahead and get a Whisper encounter. I'll just be paydaying all of these, so quickly I'll show you guys what that looks like. Just a quick payday, make 440 Pokeyen on this one, for example, so it's equal to their level times 10, and we move on to the next encounter. I did go ahead and start the timer. Alright, here's our first Ditto encounter. I'm going to go ahead and False Swipe. They'll transform into your Smeargle on that turn. You'll then use Assist, which always grabs Spore. If you have this proper setup with no other Pokemon in your party, that is really important for this. We go over and grab our Dust Ball, throw it, hopefully get him first Dust Ball. Nice, there we go. And that leaves us with our first Ditto caught. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish this up for the next 59 minutes. I'll see you guys after. Alright, yo, I wanted to record a quick clip showing you guys my cash stack after the hour of Dittos we just finished. Also my encounters. I'm at 12,495 encounters, so like almost 100 encounters within that hour, which is kind of crazy. Just those Loudred times 5 hordes randomly really bump it up 30 or 40 or so. And then it looks like we made around what, almost 20k Pokeyen, around 15k or so, maybe 16k. We started at 407k there, if I'm not mistaken. Now I'm actually about to go stream and do my gym run, so I wanted to show you guys these numbers before they got messed up, and this is our box of Dittos for the hour. But I'm about to go stream, and that's going to jack these numbers up. I wanted to show you these guys ahead of time. Make sure to check out my streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. EST to see stuff like that. What a great segue. Alright, but here we are back at it the next day. Some numbers have changed, but we still have the same Dittos to price check. Let's go ahead and start. Now, I'm going to make a prediction before I start price checking. I am going to be brutally honest. I don't think we made that much money here. I actually think this was quite an unlucky hour, so keep that in mind heading in. Maybe I'll be totally wrong. It'll actually be quite good, but let's go ahead and get checking. So we have 37 Dittos in total, correct? 37 Dittos in total that were caught, and then we have 7 Dittos that have a 1 × 31 IV. The rest are Shittos, which will go for a set price. Alright, Windows calculator down in the bottom right hand corner to help us calculate this price check as per tradition. So the first thing first is we need to figure out how much Pokeyen do we get for each Ditto. And the way we do that is by doing 220k, because that is the price in which I would sell a Ditto box for. We'll take that and divide that by 60. It's the price of the Ditto box divided by the amount of Dittos per box, leaving us with around 3,606 Pokeyen per Ditto. We now have 30 of these, so we just multiply that by 30, and that leaves us with 110k base price for all the Shittos. Now, the unfortunate thing about this 110k is that it's not straight profit. We used quite a bit of dust balls, and this is where I'm a little worried. I had multiple Dittos that took 5 or 6 dust balls, which I don't think I've ever had once, but I think happened like 2 or 3 times within this 1 hour. So pretty unfortunate to see that. We started with 248 dust balls, and now we're left with 186. So on the calculator, once again, 248 minus 186, that is going to leave us with 62 dust balls used, and they do cost around $13.50 a piece, which is no joke of a Pokeyen cost, leaving us with a total cost of 83k. Wow. That is, I mean, it's just pathetic. It's just sad. That's actually so sad how little profit was gained per this hour. That's actually a tragedy. And if we run those numbers, if we take the 110k and subtract the cost, that puts us at 26,000 profit per hour so far, which is utterly abysmal. But we still do have the 7 good IV Dittos to go ahead and sell and try to help us make up for that. But good IV Ditto prices are unbelievably low right now, so I'm not looking forward to this, guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm sure a lot of my Ditto farming buddies or a lot of my friends who wanted me to make videos showing off how good Ditto farming is so that people would go do it so that they would be able to have more Ditto boxes to egg hunt. I think I might have some bad news, but I really wanted to show the truth. I do want to preface that this is a pretty terrible hour RNG wise, and whenever we do these videos, it is only 1 hour. Ditto is always seen as one of the best money making methods in the game for a reason. I doubt it's just all of a sudden trash. However, I think it may be worth considering that it's maybe not as good as it used to be, especially with the current price of good IV Dittos. But let's stop talking and go ahead and start on that. Our first Ditto that we're price checking is just a 1x31 defense Ditto with nothing else going on, and that only goes for around 5k right now. I need to make a ton more videos talking about abusing Dittos for breeding, because right now you can make crazy profits doing that. So with that Ditto sold off, we also do add 5k to the price check, but we're actually going to subtract 1k, so it's only really 4k profit due to the listing fee. I then have 2 Dittos with 31 HP with not really much else going on, so I'm going to go ahead and list those for around 5k a piece. That's what they'd go for, and that'll be plus 8k after the listing fees on the calculator, leaving us with 38,300. We then have a Ditto with some more stats going on, 27 plus in attack and speed, but the benefit is that it's also jolly. I'm really hoping I can get an accurate price check on this, and I'm really hoping I can make some extra Pokeyen on this, because it's really needed right now. Now, when I enter the stats that I did, this is the first price check that I get, which is obviously not accurate. I'm going to lower these to 20 and see what it looks like from there. We had a Ditto sell, looking like around 8,500 Pokeyen or so, and this looks much more accurate. But even this hasn't sold for 4 days or so. I'm going to go ahead and list this for 8k at that 7,999 price and see how that goes. The sad thing is that even if this sells, it's only a 7k profit. We will add that on the calculator, and that might even take a while to sell. It's kind of a hard Ditto to find on the GTL. We've got a normal 31 attack Ditto to sell as well with really no other stats going on, and that also only goes for around 5k, around 4k profit after the fee. You can see me list it off as such, list it, and then do plus 4k over on the calculator. Leave us at 50k so far profit. Not great. This 31 special attack Ditto goes for the exact same price, so I'm going to do that once again, sell that, list it up plus 4k on the calculator. And then with that, we only have one more Ditto left to sell. This guy who is 31 speed and like kind of some other stats going on, but not really. Thankfully, 31 speed usually is the most expensive stat on a Pokemon, so it at least goes for around 6k base. But that's, or 7k base soul. I'm going to list it like this, and then I'll end up being able to get 6k in profit after the listing fee. What a pathetic hour, only earning 60k. I'm definitely pretty saddened by this. I think this was a really unlucky hour, maybe more unlucky than I even thought. I thought it was slightly unlucky at first, but I think this might have been really unlucky. But I also want to use this time to point something out. I think right now you can make a lot of profit from Dittos. Don't let this totally detract you from Dittos. This was only a very small sample size, only 1 hour. PokeMMO is a long-term grind, and you'll have long-term profits to consider. I want to show you guys something interesting though. If we have a 31 attack IV Ditto with just the correct nature, Jolly. So this is a pretty easy-ish thing to get. A 1x31 Ditto with a Jolly nature isn't anything crazy. That goes for around 10k. That's pretty solid. What about 31 speed? We'll get rid of that attack. 31 speed Jolly, similar-ish thing, 9k. Honestly, still less money than I expected. What about Adamant? Let's check these. I think Dittos with nature, there we go. That's a cool one. So Adamant nature, 31 speed, 35k. If you can find these 1x31 Dittos with the correct nature, that is something to look out for. That is something that can make crazy amounts of Pokeyen. There we go. Adamant nature, 31 attack, 35k. 35k for a essentially 1x31 Ditto that happened to also get a decent nature on it. Be aware of these. Do not miss out on these. Do not price check these as only 1x31s. You got to make sure to check that nature on those ones that really matter. There's only like those few. Now, modest is another one. We can do modest. 31 special attack. See what this goes for. 25k. People need that for Typhlosion. Let's check 31 speed. Modest. 20k. Let's check timid. Now timid might be similar to jolly. Yeah, where it's not really worth as much. I could kind of flip this a little bit for like 6k profit. I'm not super worried about it. Let's go back to this. There you go. Yeah, around 7 to 12k or so. So keep those in mind when you're price checking your Dittos. But that is kind of it for this episode. I'm definitely pretty disheartened or saddened after the profit made in this hour. Only being around 60k is pretty terrible. Keep in mind this is a small sample size, and hopefully you guys can make more during your hours of Ditto. Thank you guys for watching, though. I do really appreciate it, even though it was a little bit more of a bummer of an episode. Make sure to like if you did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO updates, news, information, guides, testing like this, etc., etc. Discord link is down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, you can do so via YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and my PayPal/Venmo is always linked down below. I really appreciate you guys' time over everything. So have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and if you're watching this, that means you watched until the very end of the video, and I want to say thank you so much for that. Hopefully, it was a positive asset on your day. And I want to say thank you to everyone's name who is listed here. These guys go above and beyond and are positive assets on my day and allow me to do what I do, trying to make the best Pokemon content every day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.